Okay, so I'm standing up straight. I'm not like this time. That means a really different thing. Okay, so I'm grabbing my notebooks because I have notes. Today's video is going to be different because I'm going to talk about Wonder Woman 1984, and this is going to be a ride. If you want to check out the hairstyle that I'm doing right now, I will be uploading a video next week. So today's Sunday, I think I'll be uploading it on Wednesday, and I'll show you how to do the hairstyle. So first of all, what I want to say is I'm not a film critic. I didn't study filmmaking in school or film studies in school. So every knowledge that I have is through YouTube videos. And the second thing is please, these are just my opinions and do not attack me because I'm a starting YouTuber, I guess. And if you say something mean, I will kill myself. So let's talk about the background of the story. I mean, my story. I love Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, to pieces because it was a very good origin story. I liked her struggles, and this is my heat bag, by the way. I'm feeling extremely cold, so please excuse the... And this is why I decided to watch Wonder Woman 1984. We will be talking about Wonder Woman 1984. Another thing, what I want to say is I love superhero movies. Even if they're cliche, the important thing for me is execution. If you execute it well, I will love that movie no matter what. I don't care about the plot holes. They just don't have to be too obvious and too in the face that nothing makes sense whatsoever. All right, so let's talk about like how I watched this movie. I watched this movie with my sister, and my sister just does not like superhero movies, and I really got offended when she said she didn't like Wonder Woman 1984. So what I decided to do was decided to quantify it because I thought it was a fair movie, it was a fine movie. I gave it a 6 out of 10 in the beginning. So I decided to quantify how I felt about the movie. So I just made up 15 criterias, and then I judged the movie based on those criterias, and trust me, the score was terribly low. So let's talk about the criterias of the movie. So there are basically 15 criterias, and they are protagonist, antagonist, protagonist's motivation and antagonist's motivation. The next is story, idea, execution, logic, rules, pacing, start, end, originality, creativity, and the execution of the message given in the movie. So let me talk to you about the rules, and then we can start about the movie. Start on the rant of the movie. So every criteria here has 2 points. And I decided to give every one of them 2 points because okay, so let's start on the movie. So the first is protagonist. Let's talk about the protagonist. Gal Gadot is a great Wonder Woman. I believe that she is the Wonder Woman. I believe that she is Diana Prince. I believe that she believes in the best of humanity. So she's the perfect Wonder Woman. Because of this, I'm gonna give her a 2. And one more thing, I really think that her makeup artist did a great job. I don't think her makeup was cakey. I'm not a makeup person. I don't understand makeup. I don't do makeup. I'm not doing any makeup on my face here. But I really think her makeup looked like it was very, very natural, and it really seemed to complement her facial features. All right, so on the basis of all of this, I'm going to give protagonist a full score of 2. The second is antagonist. There are 2 antagonists in this movie. The first one is Mr. Maxwell Lord, and the second one is Cheetah. I forgot her name, so I'm going to call her Cheetah throughout this video. So the first, Maxwell Lord. I think he had fun with his character. I think he was okay as the villain. And that's about it. I don't think there was something very interesting about him, so nothing really special. The other antagonist was Cheetah. It was very difficult for me to believe that she's the villain because, first of all, she didn't look unattractive at all. She looked very good with her, like, you know, humongous glasses and her, you know, wavy hair, beachy hair, I guess that's what it's called. And despite she was just wearing a sweater, which was, I guess it was baggy, and a long skirt and sandals, she looked very good. I had a very hard time believing that she was like the underdog or unappreciated. She wasn't like attractive, nothing. I just don't understand it. So because of all of this, because I didn't really like Max Lord, and I also didn't like Cheetah, I decided to give the antagonist a score of 0.5. Let's talk about the next criteria. The motivation of the protagonist. Now here, I really thought that I bought that Diana wanted her, you know, the true love, the love of her life back, because I guess, you know, growing up in Amazon, she never had that kind of connection with anybody, I guess. I think her mom was very controlling, and she had a very good connection with Steve, and it was very, you know, understandable that she wanted Steve back in her life, and she had lost Steve in World War I. And I completely understand that she wanted her, you know, her love back, and I understand why she made that wish, which is why I gave this criteria a point of 1. So why not 2? I really think that I could not see, you know, the extent of how Diana was being affected. I know I'm being a little bit too harsh, but I really think this could have been done better. The next is antagonist's motivation. This is going to be a real ride. Oh my god. Okay, Cheetah. I don't understand why she became the bad guy. I don't understand why she tried to kill the guy she killed the guy, right? She didn't just try, she killed the guy who tried to sexually assault her. I understand this is a very sensitive topic. I would like to kill, you know, people who sexually assault others, but there was just no point in which she was just pushed to that limit, right? Because we never saw anything. We just saw that she was being ignored by all of her, you know, all of her colleagues. That was it. And there was no struggle that I saw, right? So I just don't understand why she became the bad guy. She was desperate for attention, I guess, but I just didn't see it, right? I didn't see her really struggle. And when it comes to Maxwell Lord, his motivations are like so murky. Does he want to be the richest person? Does he want to save his company? Or does he want to be the most powerful being in the universe? Does he want to be God? Like, see, 4 questions. I should not be asking these questions. No clear-cut motivations of Maxwell Lord. I think I might be saying his name wrong, I'm sorry, but the villain who becomes the stone himself. So why did he become the stone? Was there something that he wanted to get something from others? So he was taking everything, right? So this was all very vague and, you know, I don't know, so it was very confusing. So this is why I gave the antagonist's motivation as 0.5, because both of them disappointed me. So the next criteria is story. I don't really think the story is that powerful, and I really think that it does not deserve a full score. It doesn't even deserve half a score, so I'm just giving it a 0.5. So I'm squinting because I'm not wearing my glasses. Idea. For you to have a full score, you need to have an original idea, or you need to at least like execute it in a proper way. But there was nothing new. Like, it's a superhero movie. It's a cheesy, you know, cliche superhero movie. That was it. So 0. Sorry, I am being harsh. Execution. Execution was terrible. I get it, like, you know, it's like the story is be careful what you wish for, but it didn't make me feel anything. Nothing. So 0.5, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Diana is able to make the plane invisible because she once made her coffee cup invisible. I don't buy it. It's not that easy. The other one, Diana is able to convince the entire world of 7 billion people to renounce their wish. God. No logic. Another one, I forgot. How did she fly? Because I don't remember anything being talked about. I mean, there should be some foreshadowing. I mean, I'm not talking about there should be something, but maybe the montage that they showed, maybe it could have shown that she was trying to fly, but she just flew because she heard, like, she was thinking of Steve saying that you flying is like this, whatever, and she flies. I don't get it. Logic 0. I don't even know why I gave it a 0.5. It's because no, logic is 0. Nope, I'm not doing this. I'm removing it. It is 0. Okay, rules. What this means is the rules for the universe, if they make sense, and if the entire story is following the rules, right? Okay, what I noticed was, I could be wrong. So in the beginning, it said that the stone kind of fulfills just one wish, but Cheetah gets 2. Her first wish is to become like Diana, and her second wish is to become a predator, apex predator, right? She gets 2 wishes. So the movie is just making and breaking rules at the same time. I mean, come on, stick to your rules. Don't just, do whatever. I don't even remember if there are any other things that, the movie breaks the rules about. I don't really think so. I mean, there are others, I just don't seem to remember. If I remember something, I guess I'll say it somewhere. Okay, so you'll be hearing like a sound, so I'm sorry. So the next one is pacing. I think the pacing was fine because the first montage was very long and annoying and it wasn't used. So I think that montage could have been just removed. So it was so unnecessary. The rest of the movie was absolutely okay. So I gave pacing a score of 1.5. So the next criteria is the start of the movie, like the beginning part. I hated the montage. I was like, okay, something's gonna happen. Maybe she's gonna be taken away and she's gonna defeat that person who took her away or whatever. But it was just a long montage of them just running and a stupid message. That was it. Very disappointing. 0, man, sorry. The ending sucked. It sucked so bad because like I said, you expect me to believe that Diana convinced everybody in the entire planet with a population of around 7 billion people for all of them to renounce their wishes. Impossible. And the other thing, how did that thing work with Lorde like touching everybody through the broadcasting thing? I don't get it. And how did she communicate with the rest of them with the lasso of truth around Mr. Lorde's ankle? Oh my God. 0 for the ending. Very disappointing. Originality. Listen, it's a superhero movie. It's a cliche message. Nothing special. There is no originality in this movie. I could have given it a score if the execution was done really well, but unfortunately the execution itself was extremely poor. Sorry, the originality also gets 0. Creativity. Like I said, there was nothing creative because it's a superhero movie and there's nothing special, right, about the superhero thing. So there's nothing creative. I didn't see anything that actually made me wow. So sorry, 0. Finally, the execution of the message. I get it. The message was be careful what you wish for. I understand. Or your execution matters. Just giving out the message is very, very disappointing because like you give the message and it just seems like, okay, it didn't make me feel anything. So message execution 0. So let us calculate a score. So there are other notes that I would like to talk about. So the first one is, I felt like, you know, Cheetah, the girl, I think she was attracted to Wonder Woman, you know, in a sexual way. I liked Chris Pine in this movie, right? I liked the clothes picking scene. I didn't think it was very jarring. But I didn't like the fact that he adjusted to everything so well, so fast, because he's from a different era. He's from the era of World War I, and he comes to an era of 1984. So it's weird. And I think I have mentioned this, like Cheetah being mean all of a sudden, it just does not make sense. I don't see her as the underdog. So this movie gets a score of less than 2.33 out of 10, which is very, very disappointing. I love the first movie, like I said, and I am very surprised to learn that Zack Snyder was one of the people who actually wrote the story for the first movie. So if Zack Snyder could write such good movies, why did you butcher Justice League? Why did you butcher Batman versus Superman? Why did you butcher Superman? I didn't like Man of Steel. Oh my God. So there were other 3 people writing the story with him. I guess they were the ones who saved the story. So Zack Snyder, please don't mess up the DC characters, because I love the DC universe. I love Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. I have watched the Justice League animated series. I've watched the Batman animated series. I've watched Superman, the animated series, and I love those characters to death. So if DC wants to, I think, this is my opinion, if DC wants to succeed, they should start making R-rated movies like the new Batman is going to be, and like the Joker was, and they can connect it if they do it in a good way. I really think they should be making R-rated graphic movies, which would be great to watch, because I'm tired of watching Marvel with their stupid jokes in very serious situations. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. So I probably will see you next Wednesday when I do a hair tutorial with braids and stuff. So if you like this video, make sure to tell me that which movie would you like me to do next. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.